Hello everybody, it's Deb. Yep, I'm back and look what I have. I have the holiday paper pumpkin kit and I have not opened it. All I've done is slit right here so that I could open it on video without struggling. So without further ado, let me open it up and let's see what we got. I see it is, what did they say? Garden green and cherry cobbler, I believe. And this looks like very vanilla. And I think there were some browns that were supposed to be included. Ooh, a cherry cobbler. This is one of my favorite reds. Stampin' Spot. Cool. And let's see the stamp set. I need a darker piece of paper. Well, which way does it go? This way. Okay, so it says, Merry Christmas to you and yours. Oh. The name on it is To You and Yours on the side of the box, November 2018. It has like a little pine branch. It says, for you, happy holidays. And let glare. Merry and bright. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Here's to a Christmas filled with love, laughter, and all you wish for. And then it also has a little star over here. So a really nice little stamp set that can be used the whole holiday season. Okay, so let's see what else we get. And it did tell us it was going to be, oh, I like these. I like the plaid. I'm so glad it's a plaid. Hang on, let me get rid of the box and the beautiful red tissue, which of course I will reuse. So here's what we have. It's called To You and Yours. The envelopes have a plaid, like a red, and looks like very vanilla inside them as well. And there's two different plaids. It looks like there's red with, I'll have to open it and see what the background color is. And then this looks like the very vanilla and cherry cobbler. And then they have some kind of sprigs or something on here. So let me get a little pair of scissors and get my Stampin' Up! Snips here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. Of course, I'm really getting into making cards, you know. There was a time, guys, not too long ago, when I said to somebody, I don't know if I can do stamping. I like my dies better. And then, for some odd reason, I just had this little voice telling me to join Stampin' Up! When my upline was promoting it, and you know, here I am, and now I love stamping. It's so much fun, and you can be so creative with it and make things your own style and own way. Okay, so we get our dimensionals. I love my dimensionals. We get what is cherry cobbler twine. I love cherry cobbler, and it's the finer twine, not the real thick stuff, which I really like. Okay, these are some wood grain pieces, but they're a light wood grain. And they actually have circles. So these are stickers, guys. These are wood grain stickers. How about that? And they're circle stickers. And then there's these vellum pieces. Wow. And since they're circles, I'm assuming we do something with them and put them over the wood grain. I don't know. And then here's some labels, flags with gold on them. Ooh, and these look like the card fronts. They're white on the back. Okay, so this is cherry cobbler and gold and very vanilla. And let's see, how many do you get of those? 1, 2, 3, 4. It must be 6. 2, yeah, I think that was 2 there. 1, 2. Oh no, it's 5. 5 of each, it looks like. And this is cherry cobbler with very vanilla on top. And some shiny gold. And then this must be mossy meadow. And this, oh no, I don't think it's mossy meadow. I think it's some kind of brown. Soft suede maybe. So you get 5 of each because I believe it's a 10 card kit. Then you have some rectangle, they're rectangles but with slanted edge vellum pieces. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. And then these are more stickers that are rectangles. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And there's 6 of these white labels with gold around the edges. And then very vanilla envelopes, however you want to say it. And they're all the cherry cobbler plaid. I love those. Love those. And they are nice heavyweight envelopes. They're not real flimsy. And then these must be the card bases. So it looks like these are crumb cake. Looks like they're all crumb cake. They're crumb cake on the outside with whisper white on the inside. And it looks like all 10 of them are crumb cake. Okay. And then, ooh, a little, we have some pine branches, die cuts. I don't know, can you see those? You take one out. Be very gentle with these because these have little tiny pine needles, you know, like a pine branch would. So that's what they look like. And how many sheets of these do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sheets of those. So I guess 1 for each 2 cards. Or no, only one of the cards I think had wreaths, if I remember the picture. I'll show that in a minute. And a bunch of mini glue dots, which I love, and they last a long time. And I save these cardboards too, by the way, because they can be used for other projects. So, without that, I know there's pine branches on all of them, but they made like a wreath on this one. Really cute. And they've got them all saying Merry and Bright there, and Merry Christmas to you and yours here. Really cute. So let's look at the back, because that's where it tells you what you get. To you and yours photopolymer stamp set, which is here, which we already showed. Cherry Cobbler Classic Stampin' Spot, which we have here. Water-based dye ink, so you don't want to use that with alcohol markers. Sorry. Okay. 10 card bases, 10 printed envelopes, 10 card front panels, 5 sheets laser cut leaves, 5 pieces die cut vellum circles, right? And where do they go? Oh, they're going behind this, behind the wreath and behind, no, the vellum ones are going behind this Merry Christmas one. Looks like the wood grain one's going over here behind the wreath. 6 sheets die cut stickers. 2 sheets gold foil labels. Okay, that's the white with the gold foil. And we had these, which are the thinner ones, and then there was a sheet of, here they are, larger ones, like those. 5.5 yards braided linen ribbon. Oh. This isn't twine, guys. This is braided linen ribbon. Now, I don't have any of the annual catalog has a tan. Oh yeah, this is different. Oh my gosh. This looks nice if I can get the tape off. Oh yeah, this is the one. It is braided, so you can actually fray the ends a little bit. As far back as you want it to give it a different look. That's nice. It's like a flat braided linen. I thought it was going to be twine, but it's not. I like this even better. Cool. And 40 adhesive backed sequins. So here we go. There's, it's like 20 to a pack. There's 2 sizes. These are like 5mm, and these are like, I don't know, 7mm or something. 6 or 7. 200 adhesive dots, and 50 dimensionals. And the coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors are Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake, Garden Green, Soft Suede, Berry Vanilla, and Whisper White. And I'm not going to go through the instructions right now. I mean, you can see what they've made with them. So, like I usually do, I will come back at the end of this video and I will go through the cards made. I'll just do one of each, the way they've done them in here to start with, or maybe two of each because I do like them. And then with the rest, I'm going to try some alternates. So I'll see what I come up with, and I'll be back. Talk to you soon. Hi everyone, it's Deb. Okay, I'm back with everything I made for the paper pumpkin. This is the kit instruction sheet. And before I get started, I also used a Garden Green Stampin' Spot. I think was from the February kit, but I'm not sure about that. I did use at some point or another all the stamps in the kit this month. I did also use once or twice my Cherry Cobbler Dark Blend, as well as my Garden Green Stampin' Right and my Cherry Cobbler Stampin' Right. I did use some gold embossing powder, and I used a couple times the Vegas Gold shimmer paint. I love that stuff. I love it. Okay, I have a lot of ribbon left from the kit. This is how much of one of the plaids I have left, and it's the only amount of plaid I have left. I have 3 of the long vellum strips left because I did not make, I made only one card, like 2 cards, one of each, that like we were supposed to. I have 1 of the long labels left, and I have 3 of the bigger labels left. I don't know if you can see, I'm sorry. I do have quite a few. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 of these sheets of the pine needle things left. I have 3 of the wood sticker circles left, and 1 of the long ones, and that's it. That's all I have left of the kit. Well, and the Cherry Cobbler Stampin' Spot, I didn't use that. I used my large size one of them. I also used soft suede, and I don't actually have Garden Green in the big one. Actually, I do. It just came today, but it's not open yet. I was missing 3 stamp pads, and I have them all now. Yay! So, I also used, I think, either 1 or half a sheet of soft suede paper. I can't remember. I think 1 1/2 sheets of Garden Green, which is in the Regals. I believe 1 sheet of Cherry Cobbler. And I'm not sure if I used the thick berry vanilla or not. I don't think so. I think I used scrap of berry vanilla that I had in my scrap bin. So, okay, the first 2 cards I did exactly according to, well, I think exactly according to the instructions. So here they are. The one with the wreath with the wood circle behind it. There's a piece of the vellum here behind. And I stamped Merry and Bright like they had, gold sequins on it. This one is Merry Christmas to You and Yours. By the way, I really like this Cherry Cobbler linen thread. I know in the annual catalog they have the regular like crumb cake color or something, but I really like it. It's nice because it's sort of flat instead of round, and it just has a nice hand to it. Plus, you can fray the ends if you so choose. So, I think they're both blank on the inside. I used the card bases they gave us, yeah. And see, I really don't like this. This is the envelope. Beautiful, right? You got this bright white in here and white on here on a very vanilla base. To me, it should be all very vanilla. But anyway, and so should these. But so those are the two I made from the kit. Now, I will say I did not take apart envelopes this time. So I apologize. I've been feeling under the weather. I'm still a little under the weather. In fact, today I started to feel worse again because I think I overdid some stuff yesterday. Okay, I'm doing these in the order that I made them. This is the next one. I got a little complicated. This is a piece of cherry cobbler cardstock. Here's one of the plaids. And then this is a piece of the garden green. And what I did is I took the pine bough that's in here and I stamped color on color. That's where the garden green little stamping spot came in. And then I spritzed it with, I used my, this is not a Stampin' Up! One, but I have those. I just haven't opened them yet. This is a water brush. And the Vegas Gold, this is Stampin' Up! And all you do is you shake this. When you open it, you've seen me do this before. There's a little bit in the cap. You put the brush tip in, and then you take something else and you tap, 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 and you get little gold flecks all over. I don't know if you can. My phone is so dirty. I can't. Yeah, there you go. And it just makes it really shimmery. I had not used the gold before today, and I had to open it, and I did. And then the other thing I did is, this is a stitch square. It's from this stitch shaped framelits, the squares. So this is a piece of Very Vanilla. I took that same water brush and I just dipped it in again, but this time I actually just painted gold on. I wanted more gold, and I don't have Stampin' Up's gold foil paper. So I wanted to bring out the gold stripes in the papers, and then I cut another stitch square out of the plaid, stuck a few of the pine branches, the vellum circle, and these are actually two separate little leftover pieces of that linen thread hanging down, and then I just put one big sequin, two little ones, stamped Happy Holidays, and there you have it. And then on the inside, oh, I took the frame from this one and I stamped inside, "Here's to a Christmas filled with love, laughter, and all you wish for." And that's on a piece of I believe it's on the back of one of the crumb cake portion of the cards that I glued down in reverse. I'm pretty sure. So anyway, that's the third one. I'm not showing how to make these tonight. If anybody wants me to do a video on the techniques used on any of these cards, please let me know in the comments below. I really am going to try and do a live next Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. And I won't be able to use, obviously, the same products because I'm out of the kit. But I have similar things like the Farmhouse Suite paper and things like that I can use. Okay, this one is garden green cardstock. This is one of the pieces of the card bases. This is the stick-on round wood pattern circle. Another stitch shape framelit, this time in cherry cobbler. And then I did use the, hang on, I'm losing some of my stitch shapes. I did use the Merry Christmas Thinlits dies. The Merry and Christmas is also Happy and Holidays. And I used my fine tip glue pen. I actually got Stampin' Up! Today, but it's not open yet to try it. And then I went over the words in Wink of Stella. You know, the Wink of Stella is the clear sparkly pen. And the red circle. And then I just made a bow up here in the corner. And on the inside I just put a piece of the Very Vanilla cardstock to, you know, so someone could write a sentiment. So that one, I kind of went, like, I thought, oh, this is cool. I really like this, but it took a while to figure it out and make it when I first did it. So then I thought, well, let me go back to simple, because originally I was thinking I'm going to have to do a tutorial, but I just can't tonight. Then I switched gears a little bit. I cut one of these pieces of the plaid. They were 4 inches wide, and I cut them in half. And then I had pieces of cherry cobbler, and I cut them to 2 inches, and I used my, my triple banner punch, and I put, you know, made the flags on the end, and I used the detailed trio punch. If you put them in, if you put a piece of paper in like this straight in the middle there, you get sort of an oval hole, and that's perfect for tying ribbon onto tags. That's the detailed trio punch. Those are both in the annual catalog. This one I used a scallop circle in my stash. These are some of the pine needles from the kit, and 3 of the little sequins from the kit. So, you know, this can move. You could actually write in white ink or something in there if you wanted to, but I just thought that made a really pretty tag. And then this one, I did it sideways, and I see I just smeared it. Huh, wonder how that happened. Anyway, something like gooey got on it. That's weird. Anyway, that'll be for a family person. I just took the branches again and stamped them in garden green, stamped on for you, and 3 large sequins and the linen thread from the kit. And then I had a piece of the crumb cake card base left over from, I think, cutting that one in half to put in the inside of a card. And these were left over from doing the bottoms of these. And so I just put them, one of them I had to cut down a little bit because it didn't quite fit on the side, so I cut it on the other side. It's a little bit wonky, but not bad. And then I stamped off and did the little green, I don't know if you can see that, the little green pine branches. And then in cherry cobbler, the for you, and then you can open these up to write something. So I thought those were cute. Then I went back to cards. This one, this was an oddball piece of that paper left. Same with garden green. And then this is 2 of the, I was going to use 4, but I decided against it. It's 2 of these strips, the wood paneling like strips. And this card base that they gave us, I ran it through the wood plank embossing folder. Anyway, and then I took, I took a little sponge. These are from Dollar Tree. Excuse me a minute. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Told you I was a little under the weather still. Then I took my soft suede ink pad and I just rubbed it. I would not recommend using these Dollar Tree sponges to do that. I ended up taking my water pen and going over it a little bit because it kind of got blotchy, but I covered up most of the areas where the blotchy was. You can see it's a little darker down here, but you know what, wood's like that, right? So that is darker wood. Then I had this piece of green, garden green. I went around the edges of, I kind of messed up the stamping on the side that had the gold on it, so I flipped it over and I edged it with my garden green Stampin' Right, you know, like you would distress something. Stamped it in cherry cobbler. This is, like I said, another piece, and I used the triple banner punch again, put 3 of the boughs on, and I actually used my 1/2" punch. And what I punched these, there's 3 little like berries up there, almost like holly berries. I don't know if you can, I don't know. Anyway, they're under the bow up here, and I have 3 little sequins on them. I punched them with the Stampin' Up! 1/2" circle punch, 119869, out of the pieces that were left over of the red cardstock from these tags. 2 of them, and then 1 I had to cut out of another strip from somewhere. So I had 3 little sequins there, 1 here, and the little bow, and I think I just left the, yeah, the inside's just blank on that one. That was a fun one to make. This one was too. Okay, so what I did for this one is I took one of these where the circle came out, and I ran it through. I could have just cut it, but I ran the, I believe the largest circle in the stitched shapes framelits exactly fit that circle. So I ran it through my, I have a big kick, and it took out the shiny paper that was in the middle left over from the one that had the other circle on it. So this is the frame only, and if you would look real close, you can see the crumb cake color behind it. I ran the card base through the subtle texture embossing folder. Then I did another circle out of the cherry cobbler in the same size as the large circle as this. Then I took the vellum circle and I embossed Merry Christmas to You and Yours in gold embossing Stampin' Emboss powder. I put that down with the mini glue dots, and then I just put a sequin over where the glue dots were, and so you can't tell, like I put a glue dot, anyway, the sequins are adhesive back, so I just put them down there, and some of the sprigs, and then this one piece of the red plaid paper that I had left, and the inside is blank on that one. Okay, and then the next one was a pretty easy one. I didn't emboss with embossing folders any of the background, so this is one of the card bases from the kit with garden green, then the red plaid. This is a little piece of garden green I had left. I wrapped the linen thread around it and did a fake bow, just tied this little piece onto that. I did not bump those up. I didn't want it to be super dimensional on this one. I did, again, I think I messed up, so I reversed, I just flipped it over and I did the same thing. I embossed Merry Christmas to You and Yours in the gold embossing. And if I had this one to do over again, first of all, I'd probably get it straight, but secondly, I'd probably emboss this green piece here with probably the subtle embossing folder as well. So that's that one. Pretty easy. Nothing on the inside. Now the next one, I thought I was down to 1 card base but I wasn't. Anyway, so what I did is I opened it up and I cut a circle out of the crumb cake, and I think I was going to cut that and do something else with it, and I changed my mind. So then I stamped this owl on, and then I couldn't figure out what else to do with it. So the owl is from the one second, the Still Night set in the holiday catalog, this beautiful owl. I just stamped him tone on tone with crumb cake, and then I had to mask him because in the night owl thinlits that I got to go with it, there's an owl that cuts just an outline shape. So I cut that out and I laid it over him, and then I stamped this beautiful tree so that he'd be sitting on it and it would go up and look like it's coming behind him. So I did that. I did something similar down here. I just stamped the little bit. I don't know if you can even see. Sorry. Anyway, down here I did a little bit of another tree off the page. And then this is a different owl in the, see, here I go again, in the thinlets, the night owl thinlets. So I just put him down there too, and then it still looked blah. So I did bring out a piece of this, and this is one of the ones that when it's gone, they're not reordering. The Festive Farmhouse Suite. What is it? Striped burlap trim with light crumb cake cherry cobbler and whisper white. I put that down the side, put a little bow out of the kit linen thread, and I stamped from the owl set, wishing you a season filled with beauty and joy. And that is about it on that one. So I thought that looked kind of cool. Maybe if I would do it again, I would stamp him in the darker soft suede as well, but I still think it looks pretty cool. So that's that one. One second. And then the next one, oh, I'm sorry. I decided, okay, this is a piece, I did use a piece of thick whisper white. This is thick whisper white. I had another piece of the lighter color plaid left. I put it down first. And then this piece of cherry cobbler, I used the Merry and Bright Sentiment out of the stamp set, as well as this little tiny star over here. And I stamped them in cherry cobbler all over the paper. Then I said I didn't have Stampin' Up's foil paper, and I don't, but I did have a different company's Miri paper. Sorry to blind you. So I took my Twinkle Builder Punch, and I put the gold in just to get, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, 1, 2, these 3 stars. I actually ended up getting that little circle too, but those 3 stars. And I did that twice. So I had 2 big ones, 2 medium, and 2 little ones. This is another of the vellum circles from the kit. This is the pretty. Okay, so continuing. I think we were just about done with this one. I put these stars out of gold Miri paper on. This was the pretty label punch, and I just fit the It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year on the inside. I just put a strip of the background plaid from the kit and one little star down here in the corner in cherry cobbler, and that's that one. Then the next one, I wanted to do another one of the green pine branches with the shimmer paint splatter, so I did. But I did use the crumb cake card base they gave us in the kit this time. So I used the red plaid, the green, garden green with garden green ink, the splatter paint, and then I did cut a stitched oval out of the gold foil paper that I have. Stampin' Up does have some, and that's the number I'll link below. I just don't have it, so I used what I had, and a piece of cherry cobbler. Then this is obviously one of the banners from out of the kit, stamped Happy Holidays, put one of the small sequins on, and that's pretty much it. That was a pretty quick card to do, actually. I think the inside is blank. Yep. And 2 more, guys. Then this one I used again the card base. I ran out of envelopes, and I have a whole pack of very vanilla envelopes, which is what I was going to use, and I can't find them. They have mysteriously disappeared. Oh, I bet I know where they are. Anyway, I know where they are now. I took them to the craft fair with me because I was still assembling, back on the 10th, I was still assembling cards into plastic envelopes. Okay, so these actually I cut out of It's in the trash, but I'll show you one. After all these were out of one of the cards, out of one of the papers, there's lots of little area here. So again, I took the 1/2-inch punch and I cut a bunch of these little green circles, and I just put them down the side here, some of them. This piece of cherry cobbler actually had a circle cut out of it up here, but nobody's going to see it, right? So I made it so that this last piece of plaid paper that I had was up towards the top and covered up the part of the cherry cobbler paper that that had the hole out of it. And then this is out of a scrap of Very Vanilla. Again, stamped a Merry Christmas to Yours. I bumped that one up on dimensionals after I put the green pine boughs on it. Simple as that. Nothing on the inside. And the last one I did, I had one more card base left. So, and I had a piece of soft suede left. I think I actually had like a one card size, and then I used it on that owl, so I cut it down and used it here, and I splattered it with the gold splatter, and I really like how that came out. But then, oh, and back here is one of those rectangle stickers of the wood grain, you know, one of these that I have one left of. This is another piece of the burlap ribbon that's not in the kit. It's in the holiday catalog, and if it's not sold out already, when it does sell out, it won't be available. And then these are from the sprig punch, and I did them in cherry cobbler, and then the gold foil, sorry to blind you there, and put one red, one gold, 2 on top and 2 on bottom. And then I stamped this again in cherry cobbler, and I just used 3 little sequins and the kit linen thread to tie a little bow there, and stuck that on with a glue dot, and the inside is blank. So that is it, guys. That's my kit makes and my alternates, and I already told you what I have left, which isn't very much. So let's see, we got 2 of the main cards, and then we got 1, 2, let's not count these right now, oops, 3, 4, 5, 6, oops, 7, 8, 9, 10 other cards. So we got 12 cards and 4 tags out of the kit, plus some extra card stock and some other excuse me, some other stamps. So 12 cards and 4 tags. Not bad for a day's work, right? I hope you enjoyed that. Again, if there's any technique you want to see me do, please leave it in the comments below, and hopefully I'll be feeling better by next Tuesday, and I'll be able to go live Tuesday at 7 and show you how I'm doing, or how I did the whatever technique it is. So let me know, and if not, I'll think of something else to show you next Tuesday. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed. Have a great evening, and I will probably be back with one more video this evening. I have some announcements to tell you, exciting announcements you do not want to miss, so please watch the video after this one as well. It'll be up sometime tonight or early tomorrow morning. Okay? Hugs, love, and peace, and I will talk to you soon.